Hi everybody, welcome to Valhalla. Episode 5, question mark? I don't remember. I'm sure you do though, because it's in the title. Yes. Day 5. I bought what I wanted, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's go read our daily news. Is there any 4chan updates? Oh shit. There are. Apollo Bank is being attacked, and no one's reporting on it. Are you actually surprised? Considering the nature of their threats, it's clear that Quincy doesn't want to take the blame. What a fucking coward. Do we have any sources there? I'm posting from the site. It looks like someone's inside the bank with a huge bomb threatening to blow up the building. Any demands? They want Quincy to quit and the White Knights disbanded. Wow. So they're actually helping the protesters? That's not the way to help people. What if this is just a huge false flag to blame the opposition? I wouldn't be surprised. This fucking place, lol. Let's wait for more info. Thread has been closed. Streaming Chan thread. Did anybody see last night's escapade? She was at the Valhalla bar. It was alright. Bartender was a cutie, but man is she full of herself. Don't care, I'm going next week. I'm gonna ask her for a date. We all know you won't. Hi, bunny! Pretty sure nobody here has the guts to ask someone out. Is she still sleeping? Yeah, the bartender's been telling everyone they need to be careful with their words, lol. I wonder if there's illegal activity going on there. Like, why would you need to be careful with what you say? Maybe they're avoiding casual racism? True, still wouldn't be rare for them to do shady stuff. This fucking city, haha. At least she's sleeping now. Last time I saw her taking some rest was about a week ago. Crash is one hell of a drug. White Knight beat me up. How are you? I'm alright. I was like super fucking late for stream today. So I ate a snack and took my meds and I warmed up a little bit. I'm just now starting Valhalla. Why did I just beat me up? I'm fucking crying right now. Let me tell you the story. Waiting for Op to deliver. I'm here. Anyway, here it goes. I was going home after buying groceries at the store. I was very tired because I had to line up for hours just to buy milk, and when I'm finally out of there, a group of 3 White Knights stopped me and started asking for my ID and also wanted to see my bag to check if I wasn't a scalper. And once they saw everything was in order, they asked me for a military service ID, and just, what the fuck? Why would I have that on me? And there's no enforced conscription anymore. It doesn't make sense. Because I didn't have it on me, they asked for money or else they'd plant drugs on me. I of course refused, but they'd lose their patience, and one of them hit me right in my temple with a gun. I was bleeding like crazy on the floor, so they just took my groceries and left. Holy shit, man, I fucking hate this place. I hate it so much. I want to leave this fucking hellhole. I'm so tired of this shit every fucking day. This thread is closed. Just one of those Tuesdays. You were also late for your stream today, bunny? Oh, fuck. We're just eepy little gamers. Hydrate and posture check. I will hydrate. Good night, Mike. Yippee! Alright. Pollution to reach historic levels next year by Kimberly LaVallette. Even though most countries in the world have adapted their economies to solve the ongoing problem of climate change, Glitz City still relies on ancient technologies in order to keep the costs low with profits high. As a result of this backwards policy, it seems as though we'll be experiencing a huge increase in air pollution next year. Our contamination levels will force the whole population to move away from a lot of areas within the city. The soil is dying at an alarming pace, said experts in a report. Picky Peck in chat if somebody wants it. Having to buy special raincoats and umbrellas does suck, but experts say you'll better get used to it. The Augmented Eye is being attacked by AE staff. Hi everyone, we take your security seriously here at the Augmented Eye, and we have the obligation to disclose that recent articles on Alice Rabbit were vandalized by who we think is Alice Rabbit themselves, or a very good impersonator. We want to extend our apologies to inform you that we'll be limiting our coverage of Alice Rabbit to just factual news and not entertainment pieces. Sincerely, AE staff. Alarms rise at the Apollo Trust Bank as the Apollo Trust Bank suffers terrorist attack. Updating. By Kimberly LaVallette. Hijacked screens at downtown Casanova announced what seems to be a terrorist threat aimed at the Apollo Trust Bank. The information suggests that a currently unidentified bomber is already inside the building. The White Knights counterterrorism unit responded to the threat immediately. However, the bank was then locked down by an external network attack. We might be dealing with a dual threat here. CTU's Chloe Bauer told AE, the bank has been sealed shut using its own disaster prevention system. However, none of the terminals at the bank were working at the time. The building is basically sealed at this point, and the hostages are trapped. You need to see it. Jill needs to wear the slut shirt to work. She does. I love the slut shirt. It's actually slay. And Kira Miki's not updated her blog. Yeah. Alright. Well, chat, let's go to work. Boop. Evening. Huh? I didn't expect you today. I was waiting for you to call in and say you wouldn't be coming or something. Things at the Apollo Bank are getting ugly, so that means more people will be looking for a drink. You can take a break, you know. You're quite the hard worker. And the streets aren't exactly safe right now. They've never been when you get down to it. And besides, I can't afford to not come with the bar closing soon. Dana Pog! Dana is Pog. Love her. Absolute queen. I wonder if any bar has used the impending closure as a means of getting their employees to work. Seems like the total opposite would happen. Not to mention I get bored out of my brains in my apartment, so I'd rather come here anyway. What'd you say? Nothing important. Gil isn't back yet? Nope, I wouldn't worry too much about him, though. If you say so. That girl still here? Yep, she was sleeping so peacefully, I felt bad about waking her up. So, would you mind doing that for me? Actually, yes, I mind. But you're the boss, and it's kind of my fault she's here in the first place. Sorry about that. Hey, young lady, sleep another hour and we'll have to start charging you a motel fee. Where am I? Oh, right. The shoddy downtown bar. Let's see, all my gear's in place? And neither my pants nor my panties, shirt, or bra have been displaced. Oh, it's the flat bartender. Good morning. Good evening. Evening? Oh, well, it's the best night or day of sleep I've had in quite some time. Sorry for all the trouble I may have caused you today or last night. Don't worry about it. You're so nice, flat bartender. Thanks for taking care of me. Bye! Hello, guys and gals. Streaming Chance back in action with her batteries reloaded. Ah, the moon, it burns! I feel like I've just unleashed something terrible into the world. Come on, it's not that bad. Say, what's this bottle? A client gave it to me yesterday. A gift of sorts, I'm guessing. Oh, cool. It's some sort of rum. Rum? Nice! Want me to serve you a bit of it? Yeah, sure. Let's give boss some rum. Go to the bottled drinks tab, direct the shaker for mixing. So true. Bottled drinks. Rum. Grandpa booze. Fuck you. I like rum, you bitch. Here you go. Here. Alright. I'm gonna enjoy this in my office. Thanks. Anytime. Alright, then. I don't want to choose songs. Time to serve mix and change lives. Excuse me? Wait, that's not how it goes. No one here to retort. And it feels lonely without Gil here. I just hope the restlessness in the streets doesn't lead to dangerous or weird types coming in here. Good evening. Holy shit, that was a record-breaking jinx. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? I'll have a blue fairy. Don't make a joke about becoming real. Don't make a joke about becoming real. On it. Blue fairy. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. I don't know how much alcohol will fucking kill him, so I'm just gonna give him like a little bit. Here you go. Nice, yeah, this is the thing. So, how are you gonna... Oh, you can grab stuff. Should have figured as much. You can drink stuff? And eat. I have the same system Lilim do. Can I ask you something, Miss... Call me Taylor. Just Taylor. And yes, a cutie like you can ask me anything. Okay, Taylor. You have to be the first person I've met that didn't go, okay, just Taylor. Nah, too easy. You're, brain in a jar, right? Wasn't there a Fairly Odd Parents episode with the brains and they drink the fizzy drink and the only way to defeat the big brain was with brain freeze? That was Jimmy Neutron, I think? I don't remember, but you're spitting. I remember, Olivia. It brings a brain to my think. Yes. I'm sure not a hologram of that. Or, I'm sure not a hologram. Of that, I'm sure. Yep, I'm a bona fide human brain in a jar. So, how? Why? What? Does my handsomeness make you speechless? You're not something a girl sees every day, and that's saying quite a bit in these parts. Fear not, for I have a speech prepared for these situations. A speech? You're seeing one of the 5 great living bottled brains of the world. We are brains living in conditions that allow us to exist as any other humanoid creature. All while computers in our jars scan our activities. In a slow but steady manner, we are helping the world understand the inner workings of nature's most complex computer. I'm guessing you prepared that after being asked the same question too many times? Not out of exasperation or anything like that, mind you. I just wanted to have something thoughtful prepared. Look, I even have a couple of pamphlets with me. You want one? Sure. What brings one of our world's 5 brains in jars to this place, though? Oh, I'm from around here, actually. I just wanted to take a walk for the first time in quite a bit of time. Did you come in here before? Sadly, no. Otherwise, I'd remember a cute face like yours. Speaking of which, can I have your name? It's Jill. Jill? That's a really cute name. Thank you. Say, weren't you scared of going outside today, what with the commotion around and all? It didn't stop you from coming here either, did it? Yeah, you're right. It's gonna take more than a cryptic but ominous news to stop me. You're awfully energetic. Did you know that? Sorry, does that bother you? No, not at all. Just that I figured a brain in a jar wouldn't be so happy. While I was alive, my body got to the point where it wasn't much I could do. This new state of existence allows me to accomplish more than I ever could before. Plus, I'm doing something that'll help other people in the long run. Wouldn't you be happy? I wonder. Do you want to make me happy, Jill? Depends on what it takes. Don't worry, just give me a beer. Alright, then yeah, I'll make you happy. 1 beer to make Taylor happy. Here, a beer. Ah, yes. No matter what happens, beer's always good. It's interesting, though. Just yesterday, I was talking to a client about brain uploads. You were? Yeah, we were talking about how even if you upload your brain, you'd still be here. I've thought about that, too. Do you think that you in the cybernetic environment would feel like she was indeed transferred? Like, would she remember everything, like waking up someplace else and so on? That's an interesting question. I was actually thinking earlier about being able to transfer someone's brain into a Lilim. One of the brains is being used in such an experiment, actually. They can make a functional Lilim. Unfortunately, the wiring and other such stuff makes it look more creepy than anything. They aren't transferring his identity or anything, though, just wiring him to a body. Oh. You'd think someone would rather do that than float around exposed in a jar. I have to admit, the whole brain thing does look creepy. But the body I'm telling you about is just uncanny looking. Speaking of uncanny, how'd you feel when you saw yourself like this for the first time? It was quite the shock, actually. It didn't last too long, though. I never was too attached to my body. Later in my life, that was almost literal. You know what the downside to this body is? I can't get drunk. If you want to call that a downside. If you wanted to drink alcohol for the taste, there are many alternatives. Drunkenness is part of the whole experience. Why though? Lilim could get drunk with no problem. Yeah, but in their case, their brain's a computer attached to their body. Getting drunk causes their brains to reduce the input speed to their bodies. Depending on the model, their drunk subroutine might throw in a different behavioral cycle, even. It's hard to get drunk when the whole point of you being in a jar is figuring out exactly how you work. Yeah, you're right. Hey, Jill. Oh, Alma. Alma, my beloved. Just oh, Alma. Where's the courtesy one would expect from a plebeian bar staff? Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? Happy? Not when you put it that way. Why, hello there, beautiful. Ah! You hurt my feelings with that, darling. Sorry, you don't see disembodied brains every day. Who is this ethereal woman? She is our big-breasted hacker waifu. Hang on, Olivia, can I send you something? Okay, give me a sec. Where is it? 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 Okay. I mean, I did work a summer in Lilum maintenance, but even then, those were talking heads. Oh, don't worry about it. At least you're not running or fainting. Your name was Alma, right? I'm Taylor. Nice to meet you, Taylor. Say, Alma, can I buy you a drink? Sorry, I only date people who are at least 50% organic and have at least one face. I know just what to strive for, then. Just kidding, it'd make me happy to make you happy by buying you a drink. Does that bother you? I guess if Jill's the bartender, I don't have a problem with it. Awesome, I'll pay for your next drink, then. What do you have? I'll have a cobalt velvet. And you, Taylor? I'm fine, actually. You're gonna have me drink alone? I don't want to drink that much. Okay, then. Cobalt velvet straight from Taylor to Alma. 2 Adelhyde. 3 Flannerguide. 5 Carmotrine. On the rocks and mixed. Your drink? Hope you enjoy it. You know, you've been nicer to me these past minutes than at least 3 guys have been in the last year. Judging from the way you two talk, I'm guessing you've been a client here for a while now, right? Only for about half a year or so, if memory serves right. Really? One would think it's been longer. Feels like it's been longer. Shut up, you love me and you know it. So, you just started coming here and that was it? Well, the first time I came here, the other guy... speaking of which, where's Pablo? Gillian. Archimedes. Dunno, adventuring or something. Anyways, the other guy served me the first time I came here. Nothing unusual there. The next time I showed up, Jill here was the one serving, and I don't know. I feel like she just gets me. There's this chemistry. We click. We click, she says. The fact that I feel more chemistry with her than many other people is kind of sad, though. It's always good to see a nice friendship. Sadly, it's getting late and I've gotta go. I'll leave you two lovely ladies alone. See ya! Bye. Please come again. That Taylor sure is nice. A bit weird at first, though. Apparently one of 5 brains being studied by scientists or something. There's a summary of it in this pamphlet. Let's see... Oh yeah, I've heard of them before. Can't believe I actually met one. Say, Alma, how many people are there in your family? Just curious. Well, aside from my mom and dad, we're 4 sisters and 1 brother. Funnily enough, we all have names that start with the first 5 letters in the alphabet. So you're the eldest one? No, I'm actually the middle kid. You're the middle kid, but your name starts with an A? Don't think too much about it. I never said the order reflected our ages. My sister Carlotta's the eldest one, then there's Diana just before me. Then comes Eva, at the bottom lies Bella... the youngest one's Bernardo. You've never been alone, I'm guessing. Can't complain about that, I guess. It helps that we were never 5 in the same house. By the time Evita and Bernie were born, Diana and Carlotta had already moved. Speaking of family, today I came because I needed a break from everything that's been going on with them. Do you live with them? No, but Evita and Bernie do. Not to mention I visit them almost every day. Anyway, my second eldest sister Diana just separated from her husband. It's not even been a week, but she's already got some other guy in her bed. She left her kid with her husband's parents and pretty much forgot about them. Never mind the fact that they need to go to school and all that. Damn. Leanna's life's always been messy, but these days she's really making it big. She wants time for herself to live her life. Yeah, divorce! She didn't think about that when she married the guy at 20. She didn't think about that when marrying a guy she had only known for like 3 months. You should take your own advice. Hey, I'd never marry someone who could catch my attention so quickly, okay? Sure, there was that one time when it almost happened, but I blame the damn stadium kiss cam. Kiss cam? I was going out with a guy my little sister introduced me to. Seems he was her friend's brother or something. We went out a couple of times and he invited me to a basketball game. The mood was nice, but later the kiss cam focused on us, and instead of kissing me, he proposed. I almost got caught in the mood and accepted. Huh? So I take it you rejected him in a stadium on the fucking kiss cam. We went out for like 3 weeks. I don't know, maybe he wanted to get in my pants with the old sex on the wedding night line. But I honest to goodness can't understand why you thought it would be a good idea. That sounds too convoluted, you know, proposing and waiting for the wedding night just for sex. Never underestimate the lengths a man is willing to go to get you in their bed. I've seen more convoluted plots over the years. I'm feeling tempted to ask, but I'll just pass. Want anything else? What's that bottle? Oh yeah, it's just some rum a client gave me yesterday. A gift? What'd you do? A good enough service, I'm guessing. K. Huh? Interesting name. What does it mean? Is it Kakike or is it Kasike? I'm gonna say Kasike. Kasike is the name of a chieftain, the chieftain in some native tribes. I see. Do you want me to serve you some of this? I'll pass. I don't have too many good memories where rum's involved. Give me a fringe weaver instead, will you? Alright. Wonder what's up with her and rum. Anyways, let's just give her a fringe weaver. Jesus. She's like, I don't have good memories with rum. Anyway, I'm going to drink the most alcohol that has ever alcoholed. One fringe weaver. What kind of memories do you have with rum? Nothing you need to worry about. Alright. Alright, now's my turn to ask questions. Everyone has that one alcohol that did them dirty. I don't. I'm a good little lad. About what? What kind of family is your family? Well, I'm an only child. My mom and my dad split amicably. My mom's a violinist, so she was always away from home with the orchestra. I spent most of my time with my dad, my aunt, and my grandpa. Aside from that, I'd say my childhood was quite uneventful. Yeah. Didn't you get something like your mom's artistic vein or something? I played the violin until I was around 16, I think. What made you stop? I don't know, I just kind of said, that's it, one day, and stopped. What about cousins or the rest of your family? I see very little of them, actually. Mainly because my dad moved away from most of them. Most of my mom's family live in France to boot. So your mom's French? Yep. Can you speak French? Ty! Translate that! Translate that right now, Ty. I don't know if Ty's still here. I'm not pronouncing it, though. Fuck you. You can't control me. Okay, I think Ty's AFK. Mon aeroglissure is plein d'anguilles. Ooh, what does that mean? Rubbish? I don't know. I can't speak French. I did try, though, but college started and I stopped taking classes. Funny thing, I actually have a cousin from my mom's side that lives close by. But you'll be hard-pressed to make me spot him in a crowd. I'm kind of lucky, you know? All my mom's side of the family lives here. The chances of me meeting someone I'm related to on the street are ridiculously high. But yeah, that's the primer on my family. Nothing too interesting, sadly. Your mom's a French violinist and you call that uninteresting? Wondering if your family has ever made a fuss about you being a hacker. Hacker makes it sound too exotic. It's like if I called you a mixologist. Please don't ever. Sounds like something somebody would say to make a bartender sound sophisticated. See? I mean, hacker is a good way to summarize it, but it's not the best. I'm a security consultant. People want to find flaws in the security of their systems, and I do my best to pinpoint where it breaks. Be it Glitch City or anywhere else in the world, they need security, I'm their woman. You've told quite a few stories about cracking into databases to retrieve info like some sort of mercenary, though. That doesn't change the fact that hacker's not the best term to use. Makes the whole thing sound illegal when it's actually an honest job. Didn't you tell me you once secured some incriminating pics from a guy's cell phone? A mostly honest job. Sheesh. What made you become a hacker, by the way? Or what made you become a hacker, by the way? I've always been a sucker for puzzles. Even as a kid, I always had a Sudoku or a crossword with me. But at some point, they started feeling kind of samey. So, when I started college, I took a course on system security, and I felt like the kind of puzzle I was looking for. I mean, there are all kinds of things involved in breaching net security. You need to attack the stuff from different angles, and it's something that's always evolving. That's the whole point of everything, is to strengthen security. Every time you think you've got the gist of it, they change everything. So it's kind of like an always evolving puzzle. A puzzle I help make harder at that. Huh, I didn't really think about it that way. It's less action-y than what movies make it up to be, though. No real-time frantic typing, nothing like that. Still, seeing my code break through something, it's an amazing feeling. Do you have anything else? I'll have a classy drink. Any classy drink. There goes nothing. Classy. Let's give her a bad touch. Here you are. Yep, just what I needed, thanks. Say, Jill, what's the worst that could happen if you don't get your drinks right? Well, people have the right to not give me money. If they don't pay for it, I don't get my bonus. No bonus means less money and no tips, which doesn't help because I have to pay bills. Oh, I see. IMO tequila's kind of yucky, chat. That's my opinion on tequila. I prefer rum and whiskey. Do you have to make an effort to pay your bills? Nope. You have no idea how much I hate you right now. Well, my job pays pretty well, and I'm not the kind to spend too much on things other than food and bills. Maybe maintenance on my hands on new equipment, but aside from that... Oh, I know. If you have trouble with your bills, why not live with me? We could be roommates! Dunno. Moving my stuff through the stairs because the elevator's broken. Having to move my liquor collection. Never mind the fact that my cat's a shut-in. They got very upset the one time I moved some furniture around. The idea of moving just gives me a headache. You shouldn't take things so seriously when I say them, you know? I don't, but I've thought about it before. Now I need some air. I'm gonna take my break. You wanna come? Are you inviting me to the back of the bar? You should invite me to dinner first. Every minute you waste making jokes is time taken from my break. Fine, let's go. Boss, I'm taking my break. Call me if anybody comes in. Sure. Taking my break with Alma. Alma best girl. My beloved. Save. Goodbye. You about to get it? Cold. Bucks. Here, let's change our soundtrack. I know I haven't been fucking with it. Sure is chilly out there. It's kind of refreshing. The hobo out there seems like a nice guy. Billy Vine? Yeah, he's a cool guy, very respectful. Apparently he got into some legal trouble and that's why he's like that. Really? He could also just be a very nice crackhead, though. I have a cousin that lives like a hobo, actually. Really? It's a bit complicated, though. Problem is, his family tried to get him to live with them, but his pride won't let him accept their help. He'd rather live on the streets for some reason. You can't tell with some people, sadly. Why did he become a hobo in the first place? Bad investments and debts. Bank evicted him from his house. Oh. It's a serious problem because he has epileptic attacks but refuses to take his medication. I just don't get what's up with him. Honey, some service here. I'm here, don't scream. Oh, are you two hanging out in the back of the bar? What kind of stuff are you doing? Just talking. Is that what they call it these days? Yippee! Yippee! I'll hydrate. What do you want? Something soft, something sweet. No alcohol, please. Would it be the same if you just grabbed a soda from the vending machine? But I like you! Do you dislike my presence so much? Sweet and non-alcoholic, you say. Alright. I'll just give her a sugar rush. Here, like you asked. See, you don't get this kind of treatment from vending machines. Unless you're Lawrence. But he has this weird idea that good service is the same as selling lukewarm cans of cola. Lawrence? A friend of mine. He's a vending machine. Oh. Oh, but how impolite of me. Hmm? I'm lovely, and my name's Dorothy. Dorothy Hayes. Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm Alma. The pleasure's mine. Dorothy, you say? Yep. Why? Nothing. I guess I've heard about you before. Really? What kind of stuff? Tell me, tell me. Mostly about your, pluckiness. And here I was thinking it was because I'm a sex worker. Oh, so much for trying to be subtle. Hey, I take pride in my job, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. Isn't it dangerous? I know how to take care of myself, thank you very much. Where do you work, Alma? I'm a hacker. Really? A full-fledged hacker? Not the kind that sees computer logged into some account and says that's a hacking, right? No, of course not. I've always been curious about how being a hacker works. Oh, now Ty's here. Somebody spoke fake French and I was like, help me. Do you just start typing really fast while waiting for something to happen? No. I can explain, but I don't know if you'll get it. We won't know until you try, right? Last time I said that, I had to jam the plastic replica of a halogen light bulb in a grown man's ass. Cursed. It was a success! Okay then, well, let me try to explain it in general how it works. Let's say I have to retrieve information from company's database. Alright. First I do some research on the target OS, servers, and how the information is stored and all that. There have been a couple of occasions where I had to go in blind, but they're an exception rather than a rule. First I secure things from my side. I start working behind proxies, websites, and through other more vulnerable computers I find on the way. After that I start testing the networks. I go through the basic protocols, try known exploits as long as they don't trigger any alarm. Once I've tested the ground, the fun starts. I go through all the security protocols and look to bypass them. Sometimes I have to look deeper into the code for the password itself. I see. Then when I'm finally in, I go and retrieve user privileges. After that, I go and try to become a super user and get what I need. How do you do that? Well, there's a couple of ways. I can use a pre-made program to hack into an already existing account. I can use info someone already gave me. But then the usual way is using a buffer overflow. Buff? What happens next? What happens next? I create a backdoor in the system before leaving to cover my tracks. I can't handle it anymore. Alma, hack me like you've never hacked anything before. Make my buffer overflow, create a backdoor in me, escalate your user privileges, find flaws in my security. Sorry, I got carried away. No shit, what happened? Have you seen those movies or books where a couple does something like paint a picture or cook, but they make it sound like they're having sex instead? Suggestive scenes, yeah. Well, that whole thing was kind of like that for me. That whole thing was kind of like that for me. Really? I guess humans don't really get it because their minds don't upload to the networks or anything. But trust me, if you recorded yourself giving a really detailed explanation in a really sexy voice, You'd make millions. Horny Lilim are an unexploited market. I see. Oh, looks like my ride is here. Your ride? Yep, my brother-in-law came to look for me. Is it alright to ask that from him? It's okay, I've known him since preschool. It's just so happened that he got married to my sister. Hey Dorothy, you need a ride? Can you drop me by 3rd Street? Sure, it's on the way. Yay, I'll take your offer then. Bye, honey. Later, Jill. Take care. The street seems noisy. Oh, a client. Hello, welcome to Valhalla. What can I get? It's such a small yet comfortable place. Truly an oasis of spiritual drinks in the midst of a suburban desert. A place where lost and corrupt souls can gather to forget their troubles for a while. A nest where everyone from the most pathetic scum to the vilest trash junkie can sit to kill their insides. Truly a real persona non grata. That's Latin for mysterious place, by the way. I'm so smart and philosophical. Alright, we got ourselves a persona non grata here. What do you have, then? 17. Excuse me? I said 17. 7 plus teen. What does that mean? What does it mean to you? Just to be sure, 17's about the drink you want, right? Only if you want it to be. 17, the hell does that mean? Alright, well. 2, 4, 6, 8, no. 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 4, 7, 5, 6, 7, 10, 5, 10. Drink number 17. I was going to go by number of ingredients. Because we don't have them by number, we have them by name. We can go to 17 and look at it. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. It has 18 ingredients. There won't be one with 17. This one has one with 18. There could be something with 17. You don't know. Five, 10, 10, 6, 10, 4, 9, 10, 6, 13, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 7, 8, 9, or 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, wait, 10, 13, 16, 18, bastard, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 7, 10, yeah, okay. Well, we'll just do number 17 then. How is this a 17? It isn't. You said 17 would only be related to your drink if I thought it was, and I think it isn't. Oh, you subverted my expectations by taking me literally. Sneaky. And what brings you here, mister? I'm Armandio. Virgilio Armandio. See, I introduced myself by using the Asian order because that's a lot more polite. Right. But I came here looking for an otherworldly experience. I was passing by and saw this place called Valhalla. I want to see the souls of resting warriors, the wounded spirits of noble souls. The golden hall full of never-ending banquets, and the lively Valkyries looking over them. Spends 45 minutes counting, straight up destroying his liver. So we have some arcade machines on the corner. Oh, no, you're taking me too literally. You see, I'm being poetic, I'm giving a mystical air to the mundane affair. I wanted to see drunk people, I wanted to see waitresses and food. I wanted to see the bar in all of its decadent glory. Well, you're out of luck. Today's been quite the slow day. Not that I'm very surprised, given how things have been going in the streets, though. Humans are a nasty bunch, that is true. Making a ruckus coming at each other, but that's to be expected from the only mammal to kill its own. I'm no zoologist, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Oh yeah, then give me an example, not zoologist bartender. Like I said, I don't know exact details, I just know that isn't right. If memory serves right, once a lion takes over a pride, every cub born from another lion's killed or something. Pfft, takes over a pride? You can't take over a pride. Pride isn't a tangible thing. You need to stop making things up, not zoologist bartender. But going back on topic, do you know what the number 17 means? The atomic number of chlorine? No, and Chloe's a name, not a number, you know. The group where halogens are in the periodic table? Stop making up words like halogens, periodic, and table. Okay, then I give up. 17 is us. Eh? Every human has 17 pairs of chromosomes. That number is the whole foundation of you and me. It's 23. What is? Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, not 17. Well, they're both primal numbers, so it's the same idea. Primal. Do you want anything else? I'd like a single plum floating in perfume served in a man's hat. Okay. Virgilio has 17, clearly. He wants a plum floating perfume in a... Son of a bitch. I'm giving him a fedora. Plum fume. Here. Ah! You didn't... Wait. You did. Enjoy! I will. I'll drink this, perfume. You don't really have to... Yeah, that'd be silly. You win this round, bartender. Hey, bartender, have you ever thought about death? How? What if we're already dead, both of us? What? What tells you I've even existed before I entered that door? How can you assure me that this reality isn't real and we're not in fact in heaven or hell all along? And we were both girls, true, and we were holding hands and we were maybe kissing a little bit? What if everything to this point is just some stupid story written by an unemployed 20-something in his room? I could punch you to make you feel reality. I don't care about any of that, actually. This reality is real for me, and that's all that matters. Such a close-minded way of seeing things. You need to get away from the factual facts. Open your mind to things beyond your reach. You'll never reach enlightenment if you don't start... Oh, the habanero started! It means Twilight of the Gods in German, by the way. Well, you're on your own, bartender. Enjoy your new world order. What? A couple of nearby cars exploded, it seems. Oh, hell. Let me take a look out the window. Be careful. Oh, God. I see a lot of flashes in the distance. Most likely gunshots. Jill, come here a sec. What? About 5 gigabytes of reports proving that several White Knight squads have been used to cover... illegal actions were released to the public by an unknown anarchist group. We're receiving reports of several units going rogue, and using their weapons to hunt down anyone they find on the street. Several counter-terrorism forces from neighboring cities have been dispatched in order to subdue the crazed units after the plea from Vice President. We're still waiting for a declaration from Zaibatsu Corp's CEO on the subject, but until then... things are ugly in and outside of that bank, it seems. I'd recommend you stay here tonight. It's too dangerous to even think about going outside. What if they break in? They won't. Even then, the bar has quite the security system. And I'll be here protecting you as an added bonus. Yeah, I guess I'll stay tonight. I'll get you the spare mattress I have. Do you mind sleeping in my office? No, I guess that's fine. Good. Let's hope everything gets solved by the morning. Olives and Kanto in hand, just in case. The metal bat with the nails? There's nothing it can't bash. They were both girls and they slept on the mattress together. Heh. Say, Gil, 4. Hope everything's better by tomorrow. Stick very good, true. Sleep tight, I'll protect you. $300 bonus. Ooh woo. I didn't get a flawless service bonus because I don't know what the fuck he wanted from me. Hate to see it. I didn't flawless the game. Flawless run is over. That was my first fucked up drink. I hope Virgin gets hit by a car. Me too. Alright, day 6 break. We're gonna do 2 days today, I guess, chat, because we didn't get to go stop in our apartment. Rise and shine. Good morning. It's 11 a.m. though. That's morning for me on the weekends, and any other day. How's everything outside? Still noisy, but forces have been deployed to take care of most of them at least. How so? Zaibatsu Corps' president's pleading with anyone to stop the rogue White Knights. Neighboring city forces were deployed quickly and have subdued most of the opposition. There have also been reports of White Knights just freezing, like they were petrified somehow. They make it sound like some god suddenly decided to put everything in place. Well, I'm just glad no bullets are flying in and out of the whole building. Sure, there's still some bad apples out and it's really not safe yet, but it was worse last night. There also seems to be a civilian force lynching any White Knights they spot. So not only are the White Knights a problem, regular folks are on edge too. Wonder if Say's okay. Should we be worried about Gil? That kid knows how to take care of himself. I'm sure that whatever it is he's doing, he's safe. Dare I say even safer wherever he is than here. I sure hope so. Are we gonna work today? Nah, things are too nasty right now. Let's take the Sunday off. Oh, alright. Say, do you want me to help you get to your apartment? Actually, yeah, I'd appreciate that. Okay then, let me lock things up and we'll go. We'll grab something for lunch on the way. Sounds good. We're going on a date with Dana! And here we are. Home sweet home, thanks a lot. Hey boss, want to hang out for a bit? Yeah, grab a beer and chill out for a bit. Mostly to thank you for helping me. Well, I don't have much to do anyway, so yeah, sure. I did tell you should invite me to your apartment sometime, didn't I? Oh yeah, you did. What worries me a bit is that the beers always leads to something else. To more beer? I was gonna say to one of us going through the Spanish announcer's table. But I think we're safe here. Come on in. Excuse me. Want one? Sorry, I don't smoke. Don't mind me though. Smoke if you wanna. Thanks. Say, how's the chilly weather treating you? It gets cold from time to time, but nothing the kotatsu and the heater can't fix. Alright, boss, you're not very good with the cold, are you? You know it. You didn't bring your jacket here either. Yeah, I left it at home when going to the bar yesterday. It wasn't that cold and I didn't expect to spend the night at the bar. Would you like a sweater or something? Oh, don't mind me. I insist. Have this hoodie from some time ago. It was too big for me. Why buy it then? It was dirt cheap. Right. Wait, where did you get this one? Dunno, some flea market ages ago. Why? Nothing, it's just like the one I had many years ago. What happened to it? Too much use, it just ripped. I see. You can keep it if you want. I never use it anyway. We'll see. Come to think of it, how old are you, boss? I'm eternally 17! Fair enough, 17 plus how much? 17 plus I'd have to cut your tongue if you knew. Alright. Let me go change it to something more comfortable. Hey, yo, Jill? Take your time. Wearing your hoodie! They're gonna hold hands! Take your time. It's 4! I love you, 4! Baby give grumpy face. Baby's like, who the fuck are you? You better not take my mom away. Say, Jill, there's a blue-eyed mass of black fur glaring in my general direction. Oh, that's just 4. He's just wary of any new visitors. Cats will be cats, I guess. He'll warm up quickly, though. Just give him time. Dana isn't the stepdad, but the dad that stepped up. Absolutely. He's unusual looking. Blue eyes on a black cat. They usually have green. Yeah, weird, huh? At first I thought they were like that because he was small, but they never changed. Do you have any pets, boss? Back at home, we had a bear. Ah, I see. What? Good old Bosco. He kept intruders away better than any dog. Right. This picture isn't something you see every day. It's... Look at Jill making baby silly face. Love her. What, me taking such a sappy pic? No, a framed picture on printed paper. It's so vintage. Who are these? That's, the one on the right's Lenore, my ex-girlfriend, and the one on the left is Gabrielle, her sister. Huh. Is this pic recent, or...? Actually, that one's from 3 or 4 years ago. You look exactly the same. I'm only 27, what'd you expect? That's why they say kids are the ones that get old. I thought it was recent because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly. Let alone a printed framed one. Did you two break up on good terms then? You even hesitated a bit calling her your ex. Let's just say that everything ended with both of us saying mean things. And me storming out of her house, breaking a couple of things on the way out. We never broke up formally, and I guess I still have feelings for her. I just went away. Haven't said a word since. Really? It's hard to picture you doing such a thing. And you look so happy in the pic. Why have her pic out like this, then? Toxic Yuri, true! Jill is my favorite lesbian. I just couldn't get my mind off something that Alma said to me. About missing having the warmth of someone else pressed against your side. Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs. Putting your head in their chest, listening to their breathing as they pet your head. Dozing off knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. I don't know, it felt nostalgic and then miserable. I'll just put this away. I've been meaning to apologize, but I feel like it's too late now. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head that I'll meet her in the street. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. I'd be a mess. It's never too late to apologize, Jill. Maybe. What's that on the table? Oh, looks like an envelope. That's nothing! Nothing! Now please give that to me! Well, alright. I saw nothing, don't worry. Anyway, let's grab some beers! Guide me. Oh, look at us, we're on a little balcony. Yeah, little balcony. Gay little balcony. Beers so far, 0. Cans left, 12. Remaining beer, 100. Damn, you have lots of beer. Well, the BTC gives me discounts and a point card I can use every time I buy their alcohol. Sippers. But that beer's actually the cheapest drink I can get. Is there any difference between the drinks at the bar and these? Well, the drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, and also stronger than the ones they sell in stores. And besides, the one at the bar is more of a double IPA. This is more of a Pilsner. Sipper. In English, please. This one's lighter in color and lighter in flavor. Dunno, it doesn't taste like a lighter to me. Is this one made with that, what was the name of the base liquid you use at the bar again? Neutrogenic dichometrical lidogenol? Or NDL? It was a supplement or something, right? It was an experimental fluid they created to replace water when the Maiden Kiss polluted water supplies. The effects of pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production. But the BTC still commissioned it for use in bars. Sip. And is this one made with it? Well, let's see. Yep, here it is. Near the end, NDL and cornstarch. Cornstarch? It serves as a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks. I see. I just realized something. What? You're a nerd, Jill. Guilty as charged. I still have the bottle of rum somewhere around. Do you want some of that? Will you have some too? Not really, no. Then leave it like that. I'm not letting you drink beer alone. That's not how drinking with friends works. Sip. Do you consider me a friend then, boss? Why wouldn't I? Don't know what with being my boss and all, I was never too sure. Sip. Oh, you can crack open another cold one! Yeah. Well, in any case, if you had any doubts, yes, I consider you one of my best friends. Besides, you and Gil are always so diligent and responsible that I'm the boss in name only anyway. That's good to know. Sip. On a side note, it surprises me that you kept that poster of me in the room. And even more that you hung it in plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more or less a joke, you know. Does it make you uncomfortable? If it doesn't make you uncomfortable, why would it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. I'm still wondering why you did it, though. You know, aside from filling an empty spot in the wall, I don't really know. I thought it was funny, too. I guess it's like if someone gave you, I don't know, a dildo-shaped trophy or something, and you had it there as a conversation starter. Although no one comes here anyway, so it's kind of pointless. What? No steamy nights of passion? Not since a year ago, I think, and I'd rather not talk about what happened then. Did someone hurt you? Because if they did, I can go dish out the pain. No, nothing of the sort. A different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. A not being able to have sex for reasons mess. Jill get no bitches. Glad to know you have my back, though. That's what friends are for. Wait, you talk about the poster and compare it to having a dildo-shaped trophy. Did you just call me a dildo face? That's what friends are for. Hey boss, be honest with me here. About what? Who's Gil exactly? What do you mean? You know what I mean. Who the fuck is he? Oh yeah, that. Well, I have a couple of ideas. I know for certain that Gil was in the Hong Kong riots, and he took part in the anti-riot force before defecting. That should give me a clue as to who he is, but so far I've only found out about one such defector, and he didn't leave Hong Kong for at least 4 years. I also know for certain that Gil was in England and France during that time frame. And it's always like that when I think I have a clue as to who he is. Something else comes up that contradicts the evidence. That guy's troublesome. A bit, yeah. I wonder if Gil's alright. You worried about him? You make it sound like I'm some emotionless robot. You can be hard to read. I wouldn't worry about Gil so much, though. There's 3 things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him. And third? He absolutely hates bell pepper. He does? I've seen him even reject food that has been in contact with it. Man, what a baby. Unless he's allergic or something. Gil's a roach? Monka. He's not. Man, what a baby. How'd you meet such a guy? He showed up in the door of the bar. What? Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation potion. Right, levitation potion. It was a slow day and he just showed up at the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have the money on him. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much gave them the drinks for free. And after a couple, he broke down crying. Huh? I don't know what he did, but he was really, really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever, and I told him that if he could wash himself, I'd find him a job. And I'll be damned, he looked totally different the next day. Damn. I tried and failed to find out anything about him. So I decided to take him at face value. I'd judge him from what he did as an employee. And aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal gets. I returned the favor in kind, covering his ass from time to time, sometimes literally. What surprises me is that you took him in so easily. I can take care of myself, and I always kept an eye on him. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't ignore someone that desperate so easily. I see. You made the bar more lively yourself, you know. How so? Well, with the regulars you've earned, of course. Like that blonde titty hacker. I can't remember her name. The blonde titty hacker. So true. Alma? I was gonna say Armitage. She's nice. She's a nice girl, you know. I don't think she's young enough to be called a girl. Says the girl who's eternally 17. In any case, she's really lovely. When you hear her speak for her family, she speaks with such love. Her face just brightens up. It makes me kind of jealous that she has such a close relationship with them, to be honest. You have bad relationships with your family? Not bad, I'm just not exactly close to anyone beside from my mom, my dad, and my aunt. But back to Alma, I'm really hoping she finds a nice guy to settle with. I mean, she's so bent into finding one, I can't help but want her to succeed. Ah, I see. There's also that sex worker robot girl. Ah, Dorothy. She intrigues me, though. I've seen lots of sex workers over the years. She seems pretty giddy. not that she likes her job, but rather that she takes it with such childish excitement. I've kind of noticed that too, but then again, Lilim can be weird. You think? Lilim operate in some really foreign logic. I mean, they don't really share out of fear of mortality. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in the collective source. If they lose an arm, they can reattach it or replace it. Depending on the circumstances, they might not even feel the pain at all. It's not like they haven't attained human-like emotions like fear or love, but they're different. Like a different culture, if you must. I didn't see it that way. Aside from that, Dorothy is a DFC-72, a social interactions model or something. Lilim get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies if they're fulfilling their main purpose, so... I'm guessing she gets a built-in push whenever she's in a meaningful or challenging social interaction. Interesting. The name Lilim's a bit weird, though. It is? You'd expect them to be called bots or dolls, but Lilim doesn't convey the image of automatons. Just a tip, bots and dolls are considered slurs by them. Bots akin to calling them retarded, and dolls like calling them fake. Thanks for the advice. That aside, do you know why they're called Lilim? As far as I know, because they all come from a bigger AI called Lilith. And Lilim are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore. Oh, cool. Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name? I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julianne, and you almost tore me a new one with your glare. See, like that. It's no big secret, but it's one of those silly things that feels silly when you say it out loud. Try me. Well, do you ever watch Model Warrior Julianne? Not all of it, but my little sister's a big fan of the reruns. Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of that show. I had everything from the dolls to the costumes to the lunchboxes. Didn't help that it was one of those shows that got strapped literally everywhere. I saw a couple episodes once. They're really nice. It was beyond nice. The show's about a model who can transform into an armor-clad magic knight. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. How the show presented Jules hating her job because it invited enemies, and yet still found solace in trying to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't a kid. Julianne was an adult that became younger when transformed. I'd say it was a pretty ambitious kids show, even by today's standards. Just the fact that her enemies were literally issues dealing with beauty standards and body image. Challenging as fuck. Whoa, you got excited there. And that's the problem. Back then, I was obsessed with Jules. I sang the songs, dressed like her, I could even recite full chapters. Something tells me you still can. That's beside the point. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but then I went to middle school. And what a surprise, tweens are jackasses. They went out of their way to tease me about the things I did back then. I don't hold it against Jules. I always hold my grudges against those fuck jobs. Sounds rough. You know how most girls worry about their thighs at that age? I worried about jerkasses singing the theme tune to the show mocking me. Anyways, every time somebody calls me Julianne or Jules, I instinctively react negatively. Pavlov would be proud of me. I never talk about it because I find the whole thing too silly in retrospect. And yet it affects you even today. There's nothing wrong with it, though. It's actually kind of reasonable. I sure hope so. Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you, boss? When I was a toddler, I was the kind to always fight with kids bigger than me. Then puberty happened, and I became the Merriam-Webster definition of a shallow jerkwad. Around the time I turned 16, I realized what an idiot I was, and went on to become who I am today. One sec, chat. Okay, sorry, chat. The less I talk about those years from 12 to 15, the better. Fair enough. Say, boss, how do you like them men? How do you like them men? 2D. 2D. Yes, I don't mind anything as long as that thing's cute or 2D. How about you? Back in high school, I liked them funny. In college, I liked them successful. After a while, I just wanted them stable. And now, And now... I don't know. I stopped caring about them being funny. My high school boyfriend started conflating cheering me up with mocking me when I'm down. I also stopped caring about them being successful. I realized half the time they had no qualms about cheating with me or on me. And I stopped caring about them being stable. I realized that they were the kind of person I was trying not to become. Not become stable? There was this guy who became so obsessed with holding a stable job that he hated... Well, he started being physically ill. Your face is so red. I'd be getting a little drunk. Not only that, the last time I managed to get some, I ended up throwing the guy out. He took incredible offense with how I smoked in the bed after sex. The bed could catch fire, you know. Not you two. I kind of envy Alma for that. At least when she dumps a guy, it's for less petty reasons. Are you okay? I'm fine, it's just... It all boils down to the fact that I can't get my mind off Lenore lately. She was all of what I just said. She made me laugh, she had a good position and was stable. She was also smart, caring, and... Why can't I get my mind off the whole thing? It's maddening. Maybe I should go and apologize? Maybe I should. Maybe that will make me rest easier at night, get my mind off things for a while. I don't even care about going back to her, but... Ah! Hey, Jill, have you tried thinking about clothes for 4? Clothes for... Listen, I know how you must feel. But you can't let all of that cloud your senses. Next time you feel overwhelmed by those thoughts, try distracting yourself. Like with, say, thinking about what kind of clothes you can put on 4. Yeah. You know, boss, I'm a bit curious about your circle of friends. What kind of people do you have in it? Keep in mind you're included in this circle too, so any insults you hurl will apply right back at you. Anyways, I have this friend I've known for a long time, a red-headed glasses-wearing gun nut named Iris. Oh, the one you called for the helmet thing. That one. She's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly. She's managing a bar too? I got the idea from her, actually. Oh. It's called N1RV-NA. If you thought this city was dangerous, you should see the people she has to deal with in there. Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with. An means annex. It's an annex to another business. What else does she do there? I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building somewhere and opened her N1RV&B in the hotel instead. Weird decision. I believe she said she wanted a place away from the noisy rich tourists that go to the hotel. So that bar's her woman cave. Woman cave. That aside, let's see. Friends. I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. Oh, there's also my old partner from when I was with Neo San Francisco Police Force. Good old Lexi. I should give her a call sometime. Wait, you were in the what? I've done lots of things, Jill. I spent a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler, an MMA fighter, chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop attendant, corporate mascot. A corporate what? I still see my face on some websites from time to time. Anyways, aside from you, Gil, my sis, Iris, and Lexi, I guess there are a lot of people that don't really want to see me in harm's way. Mostly because they're the ones that went to hurt me, or that want to hurt me. What about you? I guess I have acquaintances here and there. Back at home, in college, I went out a lot, but it felt more like going out was the pleasure rather than the people involved. Aside from you and Gil, my closest friend since moving here is Alma. Oh, and Dorothy. I mean, sure, there's always 4, but that cat's a hermit that refuses to go out. You know, he's a cat. Hey, cat's fine too, you know. Hey, boss. What will you do when the bar closes? I don't know, maybe I'll take a friend's offer of working with her. I was also thinking of going back home and helping with things there. Maybe going traveling for a while. I see. Oh, don't worry though, bureaucracy's slow as fuck, so they won't close the bar for quite a while. Better enjoy being there while you can. Yeah, maybe. Will you be visiting me in whatever bar I end up working in? I have a bone to pick with the guy that supervises the bar I'm planning to get you transferred to. I go there even though I have virtually no reason to. With you there, I'd have something pleasant to look forward to. You're sending me to someone you have problems with? If I have to trust another bar owner, it's certainly him. He's actually a pleasant boss from what I've seen. The fact that he and I have a tendency to go at each other's throats is an unrelated matter. I'll trust you on that one, then. Don't worry, maybe I can get you a bracelet made out of wood pieces from the bar's counter or something. We'll see. Hey, I'll tell you what. When the bar closes, let's both take a vacation. Go on a trip. Let it clear your mind a bit. Yeah, maybe. I made sure not to drink all the beer, chat. I didn't want to throw up on my wife. Oh, it's snowing. That might be soot from the fires, but I'm gonna say snow. Chapter 2. Amarga. Amarga. Alright, your electricity bill will be sent out on the 24th. Please make sure you have the $8,000 needed. Jill's curious about a Daruma she saw. Getting one will prevent her from becoming too distracted. Alright, let's buy the Daruma before we head off. Boop. Nice. I'm gonna see if we have any updates for next time. Got new 4chan, got new Augmented Eye. Kiramiki has still been MIA. You hate to see it. Alright, chat. Well, YouTube. YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. We had an extra long episode today. I will see you next Friday. Goodbye.